So this lesson is on preparing a budget sheet. If you have records of your past expenditures, you can use them to prepare a budget sheet outlining your total monthly expenses. These living expenses vary from month to month and include amounts of food, utility bills, pocket money, and so on. Fixed expenses are expenses that do not vary from month to month. Those are like your car payments, your mortgage payment, and so on. Then you have your annual expenses, which is insurance, real estate taxes. And then we break those up by a monthly basis. Okay. So your total monthly expenses, you're going to basically take your living expenses, your fixed expenses, and your annual expenses, right? And add them all up. Okay. And then eventually we'll break it down to a total monthly expenditure by dividing by 12. Okay. So let's just go to here and look at, up in these questions, what is the total living expenses, fixed expenses, annual expenses? If we go down to this budget sheet for Juan and Inez, right? I'm going to try and shrink it so we can see it all. If we go ahead and find the monthly living expenses, what we're basically going to do is add all of these expenses up. So when we go ahead and we add all of these up for the living expenses, right? When you add them all up, you get $1,504.67. Okay. Now your monthly fixed expenses, such as your rent, mortgage, your car payment, savings, emergency funds, these are probably the two most important. Right? When you add these up, you get $2,289, right? In this Corona area, the reason I say this is really important because in this coronavirus time, a lot of people don't have enough money saved up for 2 or 3 months of their fixed expenses and their monthly living expenses. So what happens is they start getting behind on their mortgage and other bad things. So it's really important to have some sort of emergency fund. Okay. Now, when you take your annual expenses, such as your life insurance policy, your home insurance, your car insurance, your medical, dental, when you add all of those up for the year, it's $19,604. Okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that $19,604, divide it by 12. And when you do that, this is $1,633.67 per month. Now, when you add all these monthly expenditures up, right, you have to make a lot of money to have a budget like this, okay? And this is not far off an average budget. So if this person's net income, right, that means how much do they bring in? When you take the living expenses, right, of $1,504.67, you take the fixed expenses of $2,289, and then you take the annual expenses, $1,633.67. When you add those up, right, you get $5,426.76, which means if you go ahead and you subtract this and this, right, that minus $6,506.13 will give you $1,079.37, which is basically extra money for you. Okay. Now, in order to have a net income of $6,506, right, that means you would have to make $78,000 a year. All right. Let's take a look at another one. So instead of filling these out in the questions, I'm going to go ahead and kind of just fill the budget sheet out. I'm going to have you guys do this one and then just come back and check your answers, okay? All right. So when you go ahead and you add up all of these, right? When you add these all up, you get a monthly expenditure of $1,495.94. When you add these fixed incomes, right, or fixed expenses, you get $839.58. And your annual expenses, when you add up all of these, right, you get $22.51. And when you break that down monthly by dividing by 12, you get $187.58. So now this one's very interesting because if you take your monthly expenses and add them up, that gives you a sum of $2,523.10. But you're only bringing in an income of $2,170.26. When you subtract these, that means you're $352.84 over budget. So what you have to do is either find a way to shrink your budget, right? Maybe take out some personal spending, right? Or find an extra job that makes you an extra $352 a month. Okay. So again, try the last problem on your own and come back and check your answers. So when you look at this monthly budget, right? Fixed or living expenses $1,420, monthly fixed expenses $981, right? Your total annual expenses are $5,315 for a total of $442.92. That gives you, and this is interesting to look at again, because if you look, his total budget for the month is $2,843.92, but he's only bringing in $2,002, right? So he's in the whole $841.92 a month. All right. Again, when this kind of stuff happens, we have to find ways to shrink our budget list. Okay. You always start with the essentials and then you cut out the non-essentials. All right. So maybe eating out might be something you do less of. Okay. So go ahead, do the homework and let me know if you have any questions.